All right. I was hoping today to start soldering up the Profi board, but while working on the wiring diagram for it, learned a lot. Got to get some more parts. Lots of stuff going on there. So those parts won't arrive till next week. But as you can see here, I took apart a couple cores while doing research and measuring voltages and wattages and amperages and figuring out where contact is and isn't and all this. And now I'm going to put them back together, and rather than this switch, which I was originally planning on attaching this to the Profi board, I have since discovered better and more options for that. So this switch instead, I'm going to put it inside of the xeno pixel core I've already got. That'll be that. But first, got to put this guy back together. Make sure I'm not pinching any cables. Come on, snagging on. Here we go. There we go. Why are you fighting me, core? All the sides are in. It's definitely higher up than it's supposed to be. Well, this core hardly matters anyway, so let's just get the parts in there, get it out of the way. Let's get the lid for that. Why aren't you fitting? Does this other one fit? No, it doesn't fit any better. Oh, well, I see the problem. This is upside down. These grooves on the side are meant to fit inside some grooves in the chassis. There we go. And there we go. All right. Allen wrench. Allen. I have a battery here. I should have popped one out of this saber. Where is that battery? Where are you, battery? would I have done with you? It was one of the blue ones. My luck, it's right in front of me and I just can't see it. Perhaps I took it, or perhaps it's still in this core, which I'm going to want to take it out anyway. Here we go. We'll just do this moment just to make sure everything's a-okay.
Power on.
Oh, loud. Alright, definitely working. There we go. Put that away. So now, swapping this switch for this switch. Now to demonstrate, this switch has 4 wires coming out. 2 of these, and well, one of these in the middle is for the 5 volts from the USB port. I believe red is, it's either the voltage or the common. Red and white, one of them's voltage, one of them's common. I have it on a diagram somewhere. The blue one controls the LED light on and off. So this other switch has those same 4, but then it has an additional 3 longer ones that are a little tangled here. Don't get them confused. Yeah, so these 4 function the same as the one that's here, but these other 3 will allow the color on this to change. So all that remains is to just swap them out. So with any luck, 7 quick little solders. I'm a bit concerned by that. It should be able to work if it's still attached. So take out the SD card. All right. There is our patient. Try to keep that as away as we can. All right. Well, now I need to set up my soldering iron. So. Move stuff away from where the soldering iron will be working. Alright. I gotta reprint some of these internals, they're falling apart. Sam, which IP do you mean? You have lots of IPs. touch of solder for some tinning. Alright, white, blue, green. Come on, there we go, red. There, it came off easy peasy. Isn't that nice? Alright. I'm just going to bring out the picture I took earlier, wiring order, so that I don't mess it up. Alright. Alright, let's attach the white one. And red. There we go. Alright. Before I continue, I'm gonna pop the battery in, just make sure it turns on. Hey, look at that. Alright. It is responding. I'm going to power it off.
Power off.
Alright. Alright. So essentially I'm going to wire these three wires to the same ports that these ones are wired to. I'm just going to triple check everyone. Just black, white, red right there. Black, white, red. Might put a dollop of solder on top of each of those. Give it a little bit extra. I could do a little flux, but it's all behaving very nicely right now, so doesn't seem. Oh. Oh, we need to clean that up a bit. I think that took care of it. I'm just going to check for continuity real quick. All right, good. Bridge that pad just a little bit with the solder, but no, that's taken care of. All right. Let's attach. All right. I need to tighten my iron holder. I just want to triple check. Black is indeed attached to that one. The angles made it look weird. Right. Just tuck these underneath. Every time I look at it, I think that it looks different. Yeah, okay, so red is attached to the top one. The one that's nearest up here. Right away. Alright, red's in there. No, white's in there. Now red will be. Alright. Good. Black to black, white to white, red to red. All in parallel. One little LED. Shouldn't make a big difference electrically, but let's see how it goes. Right. Now, I didn't actually verify this is the right way to wire it. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Well, we got white there, so that's good. Oh, and that's exactly what I expected. All right. Power down the soldering iron. Well, cool it down. All right. All right. Switch is in there. Let's pop this sucker back together. Double check the alignment on this. I believe it's, yep. All right. I think this one, no, that's right. This one wasn't doing anything before. This is a new switch. All right. It's in there. Wires are nice and clear. Come on, focus. There we go. All right. Set this down in here. Come on. All right. Alright. Actually, these wires should be going underneath all this. These go up to the emitter. There we go. Alright. Alright, there's all those pieces. This is the old switch, that's the new switch. The only difference is it has an RGB LED and extra wires for communicating with it. So toss that in the parts box. Now we just gotta manage this all up real nice. Make sure I'm not pinching any wires. These ones always like to be a little troublesome. All right. Extra wires always takes a little more attention. All right. All right. Allen wrench over here. Now, this one's for the back, this one's for the front. More tension here than there's supposed to be. This isn't supposed to be sticking out so far all by itself, but I think that it's probably gonna be fine. Alright, emitter assembly. Took this out so that I could analyze its inner workings. These don't go through the middle. Let's go along the side. And as I rotate it, the wires rotate. It's kind of fun. Alright, and then I have these, I forget what these metal rings are called, but they space everything out as needed, and I think acts as a bit of a protective barrier for this, for the wires there. Alright, so it's crystal chamber, screws on here, okay, just enough to reach there, set these through there. Oh, I need the daughter board. I left it over on my computer. All right. Need the tiny. Now here's the tiny screws for this. Keep on to let screws sit out in the open instead of on their proper tray. So that goes in there. we go. I gotta loosen it just a little bit. Line it up. Here we go. Now, connect that in there. I think that's the right one. I don't actually remember. So I'm going to hook up this other one. There we go. Alright, so that is the right one. Alright, so now we tuck these wires down all nice and snug. Slip this over it. Which side? This way. Come on, get in your home. Not too good for your home. There we go. I'm going to take this top bit off. Oh, jeez. I really got that on there good. Alright, well, I need to pull this off, so slide in a part on up there. Oh, I can just take that off. There we go. Just twist that in there. Pull it. Ask why it was on so tight. So I need to make sure that that screw hole lines up with that. Just and there we go. There we go. Now for these other two screws. All right, so back this piece off. Yeah, this is a problem. This sticking out is not right. So let's open this up again, figure out what I didn't line up properly. All right, buddies, what's going on? Some bedding. Just these cables getting in the way. Oh. Take that out of the way and see if that makes much of a difference. Plastic tabs here. I'm going to be bottoming this out. Alright, there should be one more plastic bed for all this. think this one may have been modified for this plastic bed. I just gotta find that plastic bed. On there, and there. Pretty sure I kept those straight. These are lining up. Oh, well, a bed under a bed, that would do it. And there, now it fits. Right. Out of the way. Excellent. Slip that down in there again. Push that all the way down. Get that speaker back in there. Come on, little wires, the other way. Up tip. Flat tip. There we go. Wow, there we go. Snapping together nice and neat. Parts are pushing down. Good, good, good. Now the other little screw has gone somewhere, so I'll have to find that in a minute. Now, when I flipped over that top, I think the screw fell somewhere. No, I'll look around for it, but that doesn't stop anything now. So, all right. that. And then screw on this piece. Alright, and all we gotta do is just slip this in here. Boop. All nice and lined up. There, we'll put that right in there. There we go. Alright, just adjust that. Alright, nice and flush. Press that on top.
Power on.
Oh, how about that? Alright. Alright. There. Now so the lights in here, inside the hilt, the crystal, and the power button should all be in sync. Yes, they are. There we go. Alright. Everybody should be in sync now. Can't argue with that. Now I wonder what the rainbow one would look like. Let me connect up and switch it over.
App connected. Moonfield.
There we go. All nice and in sync. Though once I get everything I need for it and all the wiring figured out for this particular control board, this will allow me to independently control this light, all these lights, but then also the lights that there's some lights on the base of here, so we could even do like some like circling animated effects around the base or whatever I happen to come up with. So we'll see how that goes. The replacement's also going to have a different button with 2 buttons on it, so we'll be able to program in some functionality with that. But now I have to wait for all that to arrive from England, no less. So it's just the way it is. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.